99.3 Nigeria info. 9 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour. This is welcoming you to the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in the Timian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Hard Facts, and I am Maryann Okon. From now till 6 p.m., it will be your most authentic news experience, and that's one that you can have on the radio. Yes, you can take that to the bank. We're starting off with the big three stories for today, Thursday. On the 4 o'clock hours global review, we take you on a trip to neighboring Cameroon here, where Paul Biya is opting for an 8th term bid. Yes. Aside from his health concerns and all of the rumors about he not feeling good enough and up to it, well, he has, come out to say, well, I want to run again. I want to be president yet again. So we'll talk about that. I'll have a journalist join me from Yaoundé, hopefully, to speak to me on that issue on the 4 o'clock hour. You can't afford to miss it. And then, of course, on the 5 o'clock hour, we want to talk about the bureaucracies and the hegemony of the Nigerian civil service and all the things that happen in the civil service that half the time we put it on politicians. We're going to talk about it. My guest joins us on the 5 o'clock hour. But first, let's look at the big three stories for today, shall we? Once again, welcome to Hard Facts. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. And this is how we start the show.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the big three stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our prime time show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
This is Hard Fact with Maryann Okon.
Yes, it is. And the numbers for you to call 0201-277-0993. That's 0201-277-0993. And that's the general number for the ladies. I beg your pardon. You can call 0201-465-7190. Be part of the conversation. It's Hard Facts. Now, these are the big three stories for today. We'll start with the Vanguard newspaper. Top story here says 2027 Atiku's exit won't affect our fortune, says PDP Makinde and Chief Bode George. Now, for those of you who have been following the news, you do know that yesterday, right after prayers in Dora, Mr. former Vice President resigned his membership of the People's Democratic Party, being that he's one of the many who have joined the ADC coalition. Well, if you say you didn't see this coming, then maybe you have never been able to read the signs. But, well, the PDP is speaking in reaction to his exit. Apparently, the guy I want to hear from is the guy who I think he's left the party for, which is Wike. We'll get to hear that later. I'm sure Wike will be waxing lyrical in a bit. But according to the Vanguard newspaper, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar yesterday announced his resignation from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, citing irreconcilable differences and a shift in the party's direction from its founding principles. But the PDP Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde and former Deputy National Chairman of the party, in a swift reaction, said Atiku's exit would not affect the PDP's fortunes come 2027. However, the former vice president, in a letter dated July 14, 2025, and addressed to the chairman of the PDP, Jeddah Ward 1 in Adamawa State, formally terminated his membership of the party with immediate effect. Now, don't forget that this is coming a week after, or maybe 2 weeks after, Chibike Rotimi Amechi also sent a letter to the APC in his ward in River State of his resignation, and of course notifying them that he's no longer interested in the party. Now, he is a member, obviously, of the ADC. Now, what we have not seen, ladies and gentlemen, is Peter Obi's resignation from the Labour Party. Has he resigned? Because I do remember that last week, the guy, what's the name of the guy who met with Wike? Abure had said that he must leave the party if he is in a coalition with the ADC, because he cannot serve two masters. So we've seen three resignations so far. Should we be expecting one from Peter Obi? Let's move away from that. But I also want to know, when you're in reaction to this story of Atiku's exit, do you agree with the PDP that this doesn't change their fortunes because they do not need him to win the elections come 2027? Do you also think that maybe this whole coalition thing might reduce the number of votes for the PDP and the APC? What do you see as, what do you see happening as a result of this? Do you think the PDP is heaving a sigh of relief and saying, well, it's time for us to put our house in order because, the principality and the power has gone? But has it? Because you still have the likes of Nyesom Wike within the party, who has said he's going to deliver the party, deliver the APC in 2027. But he is a member of the PDP. There's a lot riding on this, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. But still talking about the PDP and the APC, this time around, let's talk about the ADC, the newest kid on the block. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Apparently, in the Daily Trust newspaper, the PDP and the APC are dismissing the ADC's relevance. In fact, leaders of the two dominant party remain dismissive of the ADC's prospects, not just anywhere, but in Plateau, because, Plateau State has a lot more of people in that party, although they're saying there's nothing there. Simon Domley, the PDP chairman of Plateau South, said the ADC lacked credibility and described its founders as political opportunists. As PDP, he said, we don't term ADC to be anything. We're only watching them, but we're guided by informing and enlightening our people about the questionable motives of those who formed the party. He also went ahead to say that those who formed the party have been in leadership for so many years but could not do anything to salvage the country, he added. Dumley further said that what happened to the PDP, what happened to the PDP that forced them to leave, he's asking. They're only trying to destroy the party that belts them. ADC is on tour to deceive Nigerians, but they have nothing to face the PDP as a party. We're not afraid of their presence, if any. He says, in other words, do they have a presence? And finally, still with the Daily Trust newspaper, attackers are not spirits. Governor Moftwang charges military. For those of you who've been following, there's been more hits on Plateau State. The governor, Caleb Moftwang, has praised the efforts of the military in securing the people of the state, but at the same time has said that those who killed several villagers in Tahoe's Riyom local government area were not spirits. He spoke during a visit to the attacked community on Wednesday. He lamented the failure to apprehend any of the attackers despite the presence of a nearby military post. The heinous attack, which occurred in the early hours of Tuesday, July 15, 2025, claimed innocent lives and left many injured and resulted in the destruction of homes, including a church. And this is not new. And the fact that we have to keep talking about these stories over and over again. I used to say this years ago, and I hate that we have to say we're still going around in the same circles. Years ago, that Chibok happened, then Dapchi happened, and then some boys in a boys' hostel were kidnapped in the same manner. Looking like we don't learn. We don't learn from anything that happens to us, and we're not, reinforcing. There are no reinforcements. There's nothing, so they just keep having a field day. Note: the governor said, even though there was a nearby security post, they were still not able to apprehend them. Who are these people? Are they spirits, according to the governor? They're not. What exactly is going on with this fight against terrorism? And that's why I want to have this conversation wholly next week, because I watched a clip online, I think yesterday or so, about a soldier who I will bring on the show, former soldier, who was saying, it broke my heart, and I'm going to tell you what he said, that he does not believe in the de-radicalization of terrorists, because terrorists are terrorists and they should be put to death. to serve as a deterrent to all those who are undertaking this dastardly acts. But that some of his soldiers who are still in the army have come to him to cry, to say, we're being, transferred to certain places that are housing these so-called de-radicalized terrorists. And most of these terrorists are people we know killed our friends, our brothers, fellow soldiers. And are we supposed to believe that these guys are de-radicalized? And half the time they go back, they steal military equipment and go back and give intel to these terrorist groups. So what are you de-radicalizing? Should government not be checking this strategy? Because if you do the same thing over and over again and it's not yielding anything, it's madness. So what exactly are we doing with this fight against terror? I've come again. The phone lines are open. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. Join the conversation. 0201-277-0993. For WhatsApp, if you're listening from outside of the country, you want to be part of the conversation, is 0809-5975805. Same thing. You can send a message. If you're in Nigeria, just send a message to us. Would like to hear your thoughts and your comments. Join the conversation on Facebook and on YouTube. On X, use the hashtag Hard Facts. I would love to hear from you. 60 seconds is all you have. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Mara. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
Good.
It's a Joffa from Isala Kingdom. My take is on Elijah Abubakar leaving the PDP. To me, it's a nice one. Now, let the line of rivers, the person of Nyeso Wike, wear the coat and the shoes of PDP. That's my own take. Good afternoon.
All right, thank you very much for your thoughts and your comments. 0201-277-0993. That's the number to call. 0201-465-7190 for the ladies, and you can join the conversation on WhatsApp, Facebook, and on YouTube. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Yes, good afternoon.
It's Emmanuel speaking to you from Wike. I think the government, has made this insecurity linger, for so long, that there are people who have turned it to business, And then, Maryann, I want to ask you, if you do business and you probably make money, living out of that business, you go pray make the big business stop. I know you say you go pray make the business stuff now, but I'm sorry I'm bringing you into this kind of shady stuff, of a business of a thing. In fact, if those people making money, out of this kind of things, will find a way to fuel it. They will do it, in order to benefit, from it. So we need the government, who really have the political will, to make Nigeria safe and to make Nigeria peaceful.
Where can we find that government? Where do we import them from?
That government will come one day, either by mistake or by, I don't know, it will come one day. For Atiku leaving PDP, it's obvious. You can't have PDP the way it is today, and then you want to stay. In fact, if I'm a PDP member, if Governor Adeleke wants to move today, he have my pardon and my forgiveness and whatever, at least for his own political safety. Because some people are heads bent on destroying that party for the sake of the man in Nassau Rock to remain in Nassau Rock. Thank you. All right.
Thank you very much, Manon, for calling. Joy is calling us from Iba. Hello, Joy.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is Joy from Iba.
Go ahead, Joy.
Maryann, this killing in Plateau, when is it going to stop? Do they want to clear the whole state and our president, the army people? They are not doing anything. They just keep quiet, and people are dying every day.
Is it going to be fair for you to say the army is not doing anything? They're killing them every day. So you think they just sit down and they kill them?
It's too much. How can every blessed day look at how they are killing people, burning people as if they don't regard human being as anything again? It's too bad. It's too bad. Our president, they have to do something.
Okay. All right, Joy.
Because I'm feeling it. So I'm telling you, It's not good at all. It's not to hear.
All right.
Other
Thank
people
you.
in other countries will be laughing at us.
Thank you very much, Joy, for calling. 60 seconds is all you have, guys. Go straight to the point. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mariann. God
Yes.
bless you.
Yes, good afternoon.
It's me, Pastor Mecca from Ojodu.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the issue of insurgency in this country, like one of the last callers said, you have to take a political will because we are the one causing the insurgents. One. Then number two, the issue of last time I called, I told you about our new party ADC and PDP and all that. I keep saying this. How are they going to contend with INEC, the almighty INEC chairman or president? How are we going to contend with them in order for us to cop this excess from the INEC? That's my major concern. However, I thank God for Atiku also. Let Wike and Co. eat PDP. That's my own take this afternoon. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. It's Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. Please call us back if that was you. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Yes, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Nathaniel. I'm calling from Lekki.
Go ahead.
Yes, I want to talk about the
You
new...
are listening to
I'm
your
sorry,
number
Nathaniel.
one
We have to
station.
go on a quick break, okay? Apologies. If you can stay on the line, do. If not, call me back.
3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is not just a debate, it's a battle of minds, a clash of brilliance, a war of words, and only one champion, one true champion will rise. The regional champions are ready. The stage is set, the stakes higher than ever before. Catch the I Beg to Differ National Finals live on all Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM stations nationwide. It's intellect, it's passion, it's the future in action. Debate redefined. The IBTD National Tournament begins August 11th, 2025. Only on Nigeria Info FM and Kids FM nationwide. For sponsorship, call 0805-581-5844 or email ibegtodiffer@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
This summer, don't just take a break. Live in it at Zeba Beach Resort. Whether it's summer romance, a summer family escape, or that long overdue solo recharge, Zeba is your slice of beachside bliss. Let the kids roam free while you dive into delicious meals, refreshing ocean dips, and those unbeatable breezy vibes. From daily activities for both kids and adults, there's something for everyone. Just visiting? Don't worry. We've got you covered with our day passes too. Book your summer spot now at zebabeachresort.com or call 0704-730-0013.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court
Sitting in Tafawa
suspended the Chicago certificate story. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
And she was meeting her friend with her knowing that. You should not feel happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hi, my name is Shegorinze and you're listening. This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shegorinze.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting from the heart of Lagos, Nigeria's economic capital, Victoria Island precisely. It's me and Crescent, if you must know. My name is Maryann Okon. We're looking at the big three stories for today. And of course, PDP, APC, Atiku, Wike. These are the names. And most importantly, insecurity. every single day, more and more people are killed in their sleep, in their homes, by assailants, by people who are called bandits, unknown gunmen. And I like how the governor of Plateau State has put it. Are these people spirits? But then what is, if I were to ask Governor Caleb Mutfwang, what's the state government doing on their part to keep their own citizens safe while we wait for the government to wade in? Because something has to give. We can't keep waiting for people who don't understand what your people are going through to come to your rescue, as opposed to you who live amongst your people and can understand what your people are going through. I would love to ask the governor that, because we pay a lot of lip service to this issue and we get little or nothing out of it. But I want to remind you guys of the time when over 200 people were killed and buried in shallow graves. Let this cry continue to play in your hearts. The cry of this little girl. Let it continue to resonate, because when we talk about death, they don't understand. When you wake up in the morning and everything you knew and understood is gone. The people of Plateau have to wake up every day to one attack or the other. And yet there is a government. There's a government in their state. There's a government at the federal level. There are security agencies who are quickly unleashed on protesters. Easily. In fact, the moment is October 20. You will see the kind of police officers, the ones you've never seen, in uniforms you've never seen before, with tankers at the toll gate. But when people are being killed while they sleep in their homes, you do not see them. What does that say about us as a people? What does it say? Every single day, people are killed. In Plateau, in Benue, in Borno, in Zamfara. But we have a government.
Security and commissioners everywhere. Let's get that.
I won't be na she here so eh.
The numbers for you to call 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. This is the life that the people in Plateau have to live every single day. Watch their loved ones just buried, killed like animals. Mass graves dug every other week. And yet we live in a country and we have a government and we have security agencies, but yet we cannot be protected. Does it not bother you? Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome on the show, Maryann. So indeed, like you cited in your intro, we have a government. But we have a government whose innate desire and ambition is for self-actualization, self-realization, covetousness, greed, avarice, and their pocket alone. Maryann, no government with empathy or sympathy for the masses will listen to this audio you play every day and not break down and weep for this country. What we have bedeviling this country are vicious. I don't want to be so insulted this afternoon, but I'm boiling inside of me.
Try not to be.
And yet the quest and crave for power beclouds their sense of judgment, that they cannot see what exactly is in their front or in their plate. Imagine people are thinking of 2027 when in front of you, right there in front of you, there's so much pain, tears, blood, sweat, and sorrow. How empathetic can a government be? We don't have leaders, Maryann. We have rulers who are not only bloodthirsty or craving for power, but they cannot even look at their citizens and say, let me give you cause to breathe. Let me give you cause to smile. Maryann, we don't have rulers. We don't have leaders, rather. We have rulers who are bent on destroying this nation. And except we get to that point where we say no and put our feet down, we will go nowhere. Enough is simply enough.
Thank you very much for calling, Mr. Oboli. We appreciate it. 60 seconds is all you have. Before I go back to the phone lines, on YouTube, we're live, Nigeria Info FM 99.3. We're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. I'm going to play you a video of the senator representing Abuja, who was elected, I think, on the platform of the Labour Party, what he had to say about Wike. Don't forget that most of the people in the PDP, there's a faction that supports Wike, there's a faction that does not support Wike. There are those who have said Wike needs to leave the party. Don't forget, he's a minister of the Federal Capital Territory who has promised to deliver for Mr. President in 2027. I've heard many of you calling and say, well, I'm happy Atiku has left. Let them leave the party for Wike. Let's take a listen, because you see, also last week it was reported that Wike met with the embattled chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, and of course this same lady had asked that Abure explain to them why he was having a meeting with Wike. Besides, he no longer, in their words, is the party leader and should stop parading himself as one. But here's the senator, and she was on Arise television when she gave this interview. I'm going to play you that video because this video is courtesy of Arise television. It gives us a perspective on what she thinks about. This is Senator Ireti Kingibe. Take a listen.
Well, it's my personal opinion that that is rather unfortunate, because if I were making a list of all the things that President Tinubu has done wrong, the greatest wrong he's done to himself, the thing that has demarketed him the most, has been on Minister Wike, because FCT is a mini Nigeria. Even people who vote in other places, they live here or they come and go. And when you watch the impunity, it doesn't speak, it doesn't sell this government. The truth, as I say, the people of FCT ab initio were not really hostile to President, because we're not that way inclined. We're not focused on parties. We focus on actions and how did you govern us. But Wike symbolizes, how do I put this diplomatically? We have been, okay, let me give you an example of people you expect to vote for you. In Buari, there's a land allocated for a government general hospital. Mr. Wike revokes it, and he's having some sort of a market or mall or something put on it. Now, how do you think a people will feel who expect that at the very least maybe you'll try and build that general hospital, not take it and give it to your crony? And all these things are documented. They are not done in a hidden manner. It's all open and you can do your worst. Minister Wike has been harassing all of FCT over ground rent. In fact, he's not giving any time. If you don't pay your 2K that you owe, we will revoke your whole house for 80K or 2K or whatever the ground rent is. It varies from people to people, including embassies. Now, I have documents, and since Minister Wike is so popular, how come it's so easy to get secret documents of everything that's going on within the FCDA?
The greatest mistake, in her words, or the greatest evil that the president has done is Wike. That's what she's saying. That is Wike. In other words, this guy shouldn't have been minister in the first place. Love him or hate him, Wike is in the news every single day. Maybe not for the right reasons. But will the PDP, now that Atiku has left, be stable, even with Wike on that boat? Or will they be looking for a way to kick him off the boat? I mean, there's a lot that's going to unravel. Inufoma's voice is about to go down. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good afternoon. You're not a lady. Why are you calling the female line? Have you changed your sex? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, actually, good afternoon.
Good
this
afternoon.
is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead.
Quick one. Atiku and Momadu are the man that left PDP. Good one. I want to, people like Makinde, people like Chief Bode George, people like Femi Pierce, they should stand their ground. Like I always say, PDP will shock Nigerians. Let them go. Wike is not strong. Did you hear what Pastor Meka said? If not for the INEC, the judiciary and whatever they are using, you hear King Gibe just talk all what he is doing. They say Wike is a strong man. Strong for where? The ball is in Nigerian court. They stood our ground against this, their military, the INEC, the judiciary, whatever they want to bring. And for the killing, I thought you are just preparing to buy a jet fighter. Please, you people should call the guy in Burkina Faso. How did he handle those guys? You want to bury Buhari, you send thousands of soldiers and then whatever to the burial ground. But people are dying. Look at Plateau the other day, almost 30-something. The governor is complaining, and you are the chief security officer of that state. We all are in for it. Let them continue romancing themselves.
Thank you very much for calling.
Lives.
All right, we appreciate it. Uzo is calling us from Lagos. Hello, Zoma.
Good afternoon, Mary Ann.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Mary Ann, please, concerning Atiku, I don't think Atiku leaving PDP is supposed to be a minister because I know he has left for a long time. But
how do you know that he has left for a long time, Biko?
You know, you two know very well.
I don't know very. No, you can't speak for me. I don't know. He just sent a letter to his ward that he's left the party officially.
To go and set up and float that agency, they've all left. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm asking them, those agencies, I think they have their facts, their aims and objectives strongly and firmly with them. Because if Atiku is leaving to go and be presidential candidate, I laugh and laughing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Uzo, for calling. Kenny is also calling us from Lagos. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, Maryann. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, please, can someone who has Ihejirika's number give it to Tinubu? I think he needs it at this time. Maybe he doesn't have it. That's one. The other one is I'm so happy that...
What does Ihejirika have to do with anything?
Ihejirika did an awesome job during Jonathan's time before Buhari started crying on behalf of the
but he's retired. He's no longer a service.
Well, he can at least give consultation, advice, intel, kind of thing. I think his intelligence, I think he can strategize for them if they need help in that quarters. I think they need it.
Okay.
He should be a consultant to them at this point.
Okay.
I'm glad that Atiku has left what they call the PDP, and anyone that says what have they done, they should remember that OBJ was the best president going by metrics. I've looked at it chronologically, the sequence of presidencies. He's been the best.
That's debatable, love. That's debatable.
Economic. Well, the numbers speak for itself. I looked it up on the internet. Okay, so Atiku was his running mate, so they can't say he hasn't done anything. It's just that he's not been a president. Well, I just wish Nigeria the best. We'll do the right thing. I know. God
All right.
help us.
Thank you very much, Kenny, for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Triple A from Ojo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I thank God that the people have not been cajoling you, flattering you with their antics, names of Iron Lady, this and that.
It's okay. I like a little bit of stomach rub here and there. This job is a hard one.
Yeah. Now, let me go to what I want to say. For Atiku leaving PDP for Wike, it's a sign of surrendering. If you cannot fight your enemy, surrender. Surrender. If he is a president to be, you want to be a president, I don't think he's supposed to surrender. He's supposed to stand and govern together PDP and really fight back and make PDP a formidable front. But now, running from it, that's a runaway soldier.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
Let me see.
10 seconds.
The people verifying a Wike. One thing people don't know. A day will come when they will sing the praises of Wike.
All right. I'm waiting for that day. Thank you very much for calling. I have to take other calls. That's why I'm letting you go. I want to go on WhatsApp quickly and read some of the messages that are coming in, if you do not mind, please, guys. Okay, great. Uchechuku Victor from Sango here says, If it's Labour Party that will win, you guys will celebrate. Double standards. Is this message for me? PDP is free and free indeed. I'm sure this first message is not for me, right? Okay, this was 7 a.m. Okay, great. It's not for me. You said PDP is free and free indeed. Okay. Someone here says, let's just shine our eyes. Remember what Atiku did when Deborah was murdered? Atiku initially tweeted and then immediately the Northerners frowned at it. Atiku quickly brought it down. Is the president we're expecting to change the situation? Mickey from Ikorodu. Of course, the choice lies solely on every single person. Each one of us has one vote each. And so before you cast that vote, you need to think hard and long before you do it. Ayo here says, good day. That cry traumatized me for days. Our politicians value votes than human lives. Governments don't care. Police are guarding elites and Yahoo boys. Everyone is now in 2027 mode, forgetting God's factor, waiting for the PDP. For who the PDP will present in 2027. If ADC presents Atiku, he has my vote. Okay, interesting. Someone here says, Wike's job is to bring down the PDP and it's accomplished. He will end up in the APC. Ted from Igondo. Ted, this is a conversation I would love to have with you because, you see, I know the politics of River States like the back of my hand. Yes, I can tell you that. Now, the PDP, obviously, the APC right now in River State is split into two. The Amechi faction, which now Amechi has resigned from the party, so it's left with Tony Cole and his boys. That's one faction. And those are the people who are not happy with President Tinubu. And then, of course, you have the Tony Okocha faction, which is in cahoots with Wike. But then the majority members of the APC are the people that Wike really, really traumatized and vilified and chastised when he was governor. 18 local government chairmen who have gone to the industrial court and were given a court ruling. Wike displaced them. Which APC is he going to? Is he going to be in the FCT? Will his name be in the register in the FCT or in River State? That is also another potpourri that we need to discuss, and then we'll be taking out the meats and the shaki while we it's a tricky one for Wike. Hence, it's beautiful for him to stay in the PDP and claim to be a PDP member as opposed to wanting to go to the APC. It's a lot to swallow, but that's not a conversation for today. I'll move away from that. Yomi here says, another hard fact, another story. I am not happy at all. We do not have a government. Why? No serious government will joke with the security of its citizens. The country has been hijacked by strangers until we, the citizens, take our nation back. Okay. This one says, Governor Makinde should be reminded that there is no iota of fortune left in the PDP. PDP is now a party covered with shame and disgrace. With or without Atiku, PDP is like salt that has lost its savor. Pastor Walter. Really? Michael from Saboyama says, what fortune is the PDP and Labour Party talking about in 2027? It wasn't the Labour Party, it was the APC and the PDP. Which candidates is superior to Atiku and Obi that they can present in 2027? Is it Wike? Is it Makinde? Is it Abure? Who has the political muscle to wrest power away from Tinubu presently, if not Giant? They should better join forces with the ADC and not play into the hands of the APC. It's how you people make these people somewhat powerful. How about Nigerians saying, well, we don't want these old hogs. We don't want Tinubu. We don't want Atiku. We don't want Obi. Let's go with someone young and new. And we've been trying all these old papas. They've not done anything for us, but give us hardship. How about we try somebody new? And then everybody throws their weight behind that person. Because it looks like we keep giving these people value. And that's why they keep thinking that they own us. It's just my thought. What if we decide that we don't want any of these guys? Because everybody's saying, who told you that everybody wants to vote for the ADC? Who told you everybody wants to vote for the APC? Who told you that everyone wants the PDP? What about if they want someone new? What about that, Michael? This one says, let Atiku Abubakar leave the PDP for Wike and Maryann. We'll let two of them take the party. Fought from VI. Chris here says, it's obvious that the state does not have the capacity to protect its citizens. From Jonathan to Buhari, now Tinubu, we can't provide the minimum security of lives and property. Can they now allow community policing or state police? How long will it take before they protect the citizenry by any means necessary. Chris is in Lagos. Chris, you're in Lagos and you have not looked for me. Are you joking? How's that cry? I'm going back to the phone lines. 60 seconds is all you have. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Miriam.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Prince Wike, calling you from Oshodi.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Thank you, my dear. You see, when we are talking of politics of PDP, Wike is a strong man. He's a strong man. Because when the man was building the party, the people we are talking about today that just led the party, where he is then. And the Wike we are talking about, they say they should leave it for Wike. Yes, he know how to play the politics. He will play it, and he go to court, he will win. What are we talking about? So those who don't poll, how many times has he changed the party now? If he fail at this present party, nobody can guarantee that he won't get this ADC anytime anymore if he didn't win the presidential election. So for me, Wike is a man, very strong man. Those who hate him, they will hate him, but the man is a real politician.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Wike is a real politician. All right, YouTube guys, I'm begging me to read their messages. Okay. Male Hobby, I don't know what that is, but that's the name on YouTube. Says we're deceived. We're so deceived talking about political parties and politicians. We really don't know how deep the deception is. I talk about it every day. I talk about the deception and the distractions. And according to Shawara, there is a minister for distraction that always throws things like this in our direction, somewhat ignoring the big issues like the $747 million that we've taken to fix the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway when we were promised that state funds were not going into it because it was going to be PPP. Blair Iron here says the governor of the state is definitely complicit. He gets the security vote for the state, and I'm sure his own security is tight. With multi-car convoys, it's only when someone in power is affected that there was some action. So unfortunate. Girl's tears are so heartbreaking to listen to. All right. Blair, thank you very much for your message. All right, I'm coming back to the phone lines. Let's do this. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Auntie Maryann. This is Obiani Jurut. Okay.
Hi, Obiani.
From Lagos.
All right, go ahead, Obiani.
You see, Wike is APC PDP. Have you heard of that political party? Wike created a new political party called APC PDP. And it's abnormal. Because the pronunciation is abnormal. Have you heard of APC PDP? I've never. It's very, very quite interesting. We will remember Buhari forever. Baba Boo created during his tenure there is big security issue. That is when Chibok girls was kidnapped, and we have not found Leah today. The same tenor, Benue people cry every morning. The same tenor, Plateau people cry every morning. So what we use in remembering Baba Boo is so much uncountable.
Okay. All right, Obianaju. Thank you very much for calling. I'm letting you go because of your time. On YouTube Live here, Bamidele Alfred says, there's serious hunger in the land. In other words, all these people are saying, do you know that hunger is cashing us? Well, can you tell that to your governor? Can you tell that to your House of Assembly member representing your, how do you call it? Yes, your constituency, your local constituency, or your Senate leader? Do they know that? Does the chairman of your local government know that there's hunger in the land? Because we have to go through all of those people before we get to the president. A.B. Ambo here says, if the whole idea of this gale of defections to the ADC is to adopt Atiku Abubakar as presidential flag bearer in 2027, then Peter Obi should remain in the Labour Party. As for the PDP, Wike should eat his bread alone. I tire for the greedy man, he says. Patrick Obeazo says, with Atiku out of PDP, Wike can now select himself as leader and presidential candidate for the PDP with Fayose as he's running. Both of them are too Southerners. It's not possible. He says he can appoint Bode George or Tom as substantive PDP chairman. Ademola Ipinaye here says Nigerian leaders should stop playing politics with security and the life of her citizens. Tell them, scream it, because the people at the back cannot hear you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Turn off your radio.
I have done that.
Go ahead.
Hello. Okay. You people are complaining that people are dying in Nigeria.
Who's you people?
Nigerians now.
Okay, and you're not in Nigeria, you're from where?
Don't let me finish. When I'm trying, I will tell you where I come from. I just want to enlighten you people that you see this killing, it will not stop, and it can never stop till the day that you guys will stop lying, following the politicians to lie that you people are one. That is the only day. That is the time that this killing will stop.
All right.
Till you come out, till you guys come to your senses that you people are not one.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. 16 seconds is all I have. Let me check because we have to go on a break now. If I have some more time yes, when we come back from the break, I have about 2-3 minutes to take more thoughts. We'll be right back after these messages.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 #3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. These are the big three stories for today, and we're still taking your thoughts and comments. I've got about 3 minutes on the clock. Let's chop and get to it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Yes.
I greet you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Rapushku is my name.
Go ahead, please.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, well, I think Atiku Abubakar leaving PDP now is a good one. Because I can tell you, just like every other politician that left PDP, there is not a difference. You know, he's the one favoring actually his ambition. His opinion is entitled to his opinion and his wish. You know, they are forming under ADC coalition, and I think it will work with the success. Because that is, I mean, the coalition will put APC government off balance. You know, I'm so optimistic on that. There's nothing like go to court if you are not satisfied. Because they're gonna succeed. They're gonna make it. The difference will be clear. I know that about it. And again, in insecurity, I think
10 seconds.
There's a lot to be done, you know, because this coming up day by day, day by day, daily basis. Is not what we expect of our
All right.
Our government.
All right. Thank you very much, Rapido, for calling. It's because of time that I'm letting you go. I want to read some messages on X. Joy Forever says, every man has a choice to move. PDP has been destroyed by people with other ambition. Like Atiku is free. Insurgency will not stop because no political will. Mustang saying it is necessary security post or not. Mustang saying it is near security post is notwithstanding. Okay. Someone here says, Adelakun Akim here says, to me, the relevance of the ADC will depend on the candidate that would be presented for the 2027 general elections. If they really want to trade and fight for the 2027 election, they will need a formidable and credible candidate that will give the APC a run for their money. Okay. And on WhatsApp, Olushoga Ajayi says, which political party Nigeria has Atiku in Nigeria that Atiku has not joined and resigned from? This is all in a bid for him to be a number one citizen. If it's possible for him to join a political party in Ghana and contest for elections in Nigeria, believe me, Atiku will do it. However, I think Atiku should equally resign from active politics. He's old and he should just go and rest, Jare. Okay, the news is up next. Yvonne Haifa is here with it. On the other side of the clock, let's go and talk about somebody who does not want to leave power. We're talking Paul Biya of Cameroon. Ill health, Anglophone crisis, and several other economic issues. Paul Biya is running for the 8th time. Yvonne, are you sure you don't want to be president's wife? We'll be right back.
Allow us to save you the stress.
Count on us for your daily dose of information and current affairs.
You ask for it, the conversation, and more on Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.